created the world. On Tuesday, God separated chaos and order. On Wednesday, God went into meticulous detail, creating the many wonders of this earth. On Thursday, God allowed time to flow. Well, everyone, see you tomorrow. On Friday, God looked over each and every corner of the world. On Saturday, God rested. But on Sunday, God abandoned us. And the Lord said, "The other side has reached its limit. It won't be long before this world comes to an end. It appears as though I've failed." Ever since God uttered those words and abandoned our world, people have lost the ability to die. Even if a person's heart stops beating or they're brutally injured, the dead continue to wander without end. Ultimately, in order to save those people, it is said that God granted one last miracle by bequeathing the gravekeepers unto us.
Go on now, Zai.
Help Lady Alpha rest in peace for good.
It's something that only you can do.
Burials conducted by gravekeepers are the only way to help those who still wander after death find a way to finally rest in peace. This is perfect! Okay, you are now clearly a dignified and respectable gravekeeper.
Well now,
Huh?
Miss I.
Mr. Yudo. Act dignified. Dignified.
Look, everyone. Miss I has returned.
Now, villagers, I wish to greet you as your gravekeeper. May you all lead wonderful
You're
lives.
late today. Are you hungry?
I have some cookies.
I'm not
How about
supposed
some
to.
cold lemonade?
Okay.
What do you think you're doing? Haven't I told you not to go offering food to the gravekeeper? Well, you see, we... And I... Come on.
I tried to stop them, I swear.
Honestly. Well, let's head back home. Anna's waiting for us.
Okay, Papa Yoki. Well, farewell, everyone. May you all lead wonderful lives. Mother Anna! I'm home. I missed you.
Well, hello. I missed you too. Aw, welcome home.
You smell weird.
Oh, well, that's just my perfume.
But you don't need any of that stuff. What's wrong with the way you normally smell?
You wouldn't understand. I'll explain it to you when you're older.
Grown-ups always say stuff like that. After Mama died, Yoki and Anna were kind enough to take me in. My real father is somewhere out there in the world. His name is Hafni Hambart. Mama said that one day he would come and find me.
It breaks my heart. She's only 12 years old. She's still only a child, and yet we're forcing her to carry such a burden.
Anna.
Even so, I'm happy. I'm glad that we took her in. Having a child in this day and age is like a dream come true. But she's happy too.
Why do they do that? Why do Yoki and Anna seem so sad when they look at me sometimes? What are they so sad about? It's almost like they have a secret they can't tell me. All done. There are 47 graves total. That makes one grave for each person in the village. What should I do from now on? Maybe I can go down to town and see if anyone needs some help and stuff. Where did everyone go? What is going on?
Oopsie. Pardon me, but do you live here? Are you alone? So do you know how to talk? Or do you have an ailment of some kind?
I know how to talk!
Good for us. Now tell me who you are.
I'm the gravekeeper.
Is that so?
What is it?
You're telling me that you are the gravekeeper?
You got a problem with that, mister?
Not really. Well, I guess I shouldn't anyway. I wish to ask the gravekeeper a few things.
Okay, go ahead.
First question, search-based.
Huh?
I wish to inquire about a human known as Hana, or at least she calls herself that. Dead or alive doesn't matter.
Let's see. I don't think I know her.
Additional search. I wish to inquire about a woman with the following traits.
Okay.
Between the age of 30 and 40, with brown hair, black eyes, distinct facial features. She's roughly as tall as me with a flat chest. I mean, like nothing. Again, dead or alive doesn't matter.
Well, I don't know. I think maybe Anna is around that same age, but she has a pretty big chest, so can't be Yogi because he's a guy.
Okay. So much for that.
Wait, just give me a second.
What exactly do you want? I happen to be busy right now.
Well, I think you're really pretty.
Huh? Alrighty then. Thanks, I guess. See you around. You got something else?
Yes. Wait a second. What was it again? Oh, that's right. I don't think I got your name.
My name? Good question. Let's see now. You can call me Hampney Hambart, the cannibal clone.
You have the same name as my father.
Huh?
Now I get it. You're Mr. Hampney Hambart. You're really him.
Whoa, wait a minute. You are talking crazy. No, that's not even the name of a real person.
Huh? It has to be, because that's my father's name.
So, you have parents, and you're saying your old man's Hampney Hambart.
Yep. That's what my mama told me. She said that he would come and find me one day. So that means you're my papa! You're my papa, right?
Hold up, little lady. Look at me, okay? You really think I'm your papa?
I guess it does seem kind of strange.
There you go.
I mean, I always imagined my father as a tough guy in his late 30s or early 40s.
Huh?
And when he makes his first appearance, he has to show up guns blazing, unleashing a fierce battle cry.
That's not the only thing that's strange here.
Well, let's not get ourselves bogged down in the details.
Look, aren't you a bit too big to be my kid?
But mister, you're definitely my father.
Why's that?
Intuition. I just kind of feel drawn to you.
So basically, you don't really know anything, do you?
Oh, don't say that. Come on, Papa.
So you're really the gravekeeper?
That's right.
Then, would you mind tackling a quick job?
What kind of job?
It should be obvious what I'd ask of you, little gravekeeper.
I guess. Everyone is dead. Yoki! Anna! No! This can't be real!
Is that you, Miss I?
Mr. Yuto.
Miss I, are you okay?
Mr. Yuto, your head is injured.
Don't worry. It's nothing too serious. It doesn't even hurt. But listen, we've got big trouble in town. Wait, what happened again? Well, we've got big trouble. You've got to get out of here fast. You've got to go.
Don't touch me.
What's the matter, Miss I?
I'm really scared, Mr. Yuto.
Please stop looking at me like that. Please stop! Don't look at me like I'm some kind of monster. It's okay. Everything is going to be just fine.
I don't think it is.
Stay down, Miss I. That bastard's back for more.
Hey, how you doing there, fella? Better get ready. I'm about to spray a bunch of bullets all over that courtyard. You have 2 seconds. 1. Aw, isn't that just sweet? Sorry, kid. Guess I didn't quite get him the first time. But don't worry, I made absolutely sure to blow out everyone else's brains like a good boy.
Are you the one who killed them? Did you kill them?
I didn't kill anyone.
Why did you do that? How could you? You can't be my father. My father would never do something like this. Someone like you could never be my father, you hear me?
That's what I've been saying from the start. them properly. How far are you going to follow me? And what are you planning on doing with your life from now on?
Well, I'm a gravekeeper, so I'll just...
You are not a gravekeeper. At first, when I thought about all of the crap that so-called God pulled, it didn't seem strange that there'd be some oddball gravekeeper like you running around. But I was wrong.
But my mama was. She was.
Your mama is a joke, got it? Gravekeepers don't have parents.
Huh?
They pop up out of nowhere like flies. They don't have morals or emotions. And they don't have parents.
But the villagers all told me that I was one.
They told you that you were a damn gravekeeper. What other crap did they tell you? Did it ever occur to you that the people of your village were lying?
No, they would never do something like that. My mother was the gravekeeper Alpha, and my father's name is Hafni Hambar, and he's coming back for me.
Happy Hambard is a fake made-up name taken from a bedtime story. It's the name of a little toy that just moves forever, even if it breaks. I just kind of borrowed that name from a fairy tale. And I'm thinking your mother did the same thing I did.
She wouldn't!
Still, I wonder what those villagers of yours were trying to accomplish. They went so far to convince a kid to think they're a gravekeeper. Plus, you're saying you have parents.
What's going on? Why would they do that? Why would they do that?
Who knows? The truth died with them. Or rather, it was buried with them.
This is all your fault. You took everyone.
Do you want to kill me? If you were truly a gravekeeper, you would be unable to feel hatred. If you were truly a gravekeeper, you wouldn't be crying for the dead. You're no more a gravekeeper than I am. You're human.
Even so,
Between the age of 30 and 40. With brown hair, black eyes, distinct facial features. She's roughly as tall as I am, with a flat chest.
There are 0 matches for the person you've described.
Yeah, another dead end. I have a favor to ask of you. There are 47 people buried over there. They could use some proper burials.
but I already buried them.
The only ones who can do it right are gravekeepers. The deceased won't truly die unless a gravekeeper uses their shovel to bury them. I can blow their brains out and stick them in the ground all I want, but only a gravekeeper can finish the job.
Yes, but I buried them and covered their caskets myself.
That's the point here.
There are no deceased in the area. I do not sense any deceased in that direction. However, I can sense a number of people who have been properly buried.
Impossible. There's no way.
Oh, really? Did you hear that? That means I'm the real deal after all. I'm a true blue gravekeeper.
That can't be right.
That girl is a gravekeeper.
Sorry for taking up your time.
Not a problem. It is our duty as gravekeepers to assist the living so that they may lead wonderful lives. Farewell. It was nice to meet you.
Well, you gonna do from now on, then?
I'm a gravekeeper, so
So,
I'm going to attend to the deceased and assist the living so that they may lead.
that's not what I'm asking you. Where are you going to be sleeping tonight? What will you do the day after tomorrow? How about in a week or a year? How are you going to survive from here on out?
I will go wherever people need a gravekeeper. What are you doing? Get off!
Forget everything. Everything from what happened in this village to your existence as a gravekeeper. If you don't, you won't last a day outside of this village. The world is overflowing with violence. If you try to leave as you are now, you'll be beaten to death in an instant. Forget everything.
I don't want to. I can't forget it. I couldn't forget it.
Grow up.
I could never forget. Even though I'm a gravekeeper, I can't do that. I can't just forget.
All right. I understand. In that case, how about I save you the trouble then, and kill you right here and now? Violence, avarice, carnage, corruption, defeat, failure, infidelity, and decay. No matter where you go, you won't be able to escape those things. For as long as you live, you won't be able to hide. The odds that you'll be able to hold on to your sense of self are astronomically low. Before too long, your light will be tainted by the darkness of this world, and in the most nasty and horrible ways imaginable. That's the deal. So why don't I put you down while you're still blissfully ignorant?
This is a joke. Right? I don't want to die. I don't want to die. I don't want to die.
Nice try. But that really isn't going to cut it now, is it? Remember this. Just simply not wanting to die isn't going to be enough to keep you alive. The only thing that will keep you alive is wanting to live. What the hell? Not my shirt.
Doesn't that hurt?
Of course it hurts, moron. The upper part of my left lung is completely destroyed, and...
Are you?
Are you okay?
Huh? What's going on?
He isn't dead just yet.
Yuri, Tiger Okoto, Dmitrovich, the Huntsman, and my friend.
If it isn't Hammy Hambart, the monster who never ages or dies, then my enemy.
Good morning, ye of the living.
He can't age or die.
Long time no see, Yuri. What's it been, 5, 10 years?
It's been 6. 6 years since the day you killed my wife.
I didn't kill her. She had already died a little earlier, remember? This man is Yuri. He's my best friend. You see, he tried to hide his belated wife from the gravekeepers by living with her and his daughter off in some dark mountain.
So what if we did? We were fine.
I have a strong hatred for the wandering deceased. From earth to earth, ashes to ashes, and dust to dust, the deceased should quietly accept their fate and return to the place from whence they came.
We were happy. Don't you understand that?
I simply can't bring myself to accept that type of false happiness. In that regard, you have my apologies. I am sorry.
I don't want your apologies. I want you gone. Forever.
Doesn't that seem a little strange? If we fought to the death, what would happen to you? Just a moment ago, you yourself proved that I am not exactly mortal. So I think the real reason you came was because you want me to kill you.
You don't know what you're talking about. I came to get revenge.
So tell me, Yuri, where is your daughter? Shouldn't she be turning 15 this year? Haven't you spent the last 6 years or so enjoying a relatively happy life with her? So why the sudden desire for revenge? She died, didn't she?
Damn you. You go to hell.
I see. So she passed away too. Did you give her a proper funeral?
Shut up!
Answer me.
I made sure she was buried correctly.
I'm glad to hear it. So, long story short, you've lost your will to live and have come to die by my hands. That about sum it up.
Tell yourself whatever you want. I will have my revenge.
Revenge. Revenge. Sweet, sweet revenge. It has a nice ring to it. But your motivation is a little shaky.
What's that?
You're just an old man who's tired of living. And you can't stand to end it yourself. So you want someone else to do the dirty work for you.
You know nothing.
You want to die honorably trying to avenge your wife. Don't you?
That's enough. You shut your mouth right now.
Wait, let me go! I don't have anything to do with this!
What's all this now, Yuri? Have you finally gone and lost it? Okay, fine. I'll give you the death you so desire. But I must warn you, I have a bit of a mean streak. Yuri, I am not going to give meaning to your death. But if you find it satisfactory, meet me in the village square at sunrise. I'll accept your challenge.
Listen here, You can't go through life in the dark. This is a warning.
What should I do?
Well, you again.
What about your duel with your friend?
Are you kidding? I'm blowing that crap off. Like I'd actually fight Yuri to the death.
All right then.
Hey, have you decided to quit being a gravekeeper yet?
That's none of your business. I'm going. I'm going to leave the village. I'm going in search of people who need me.
Yuri is an expert huntsman. We need to put as much distance as possible between us and
Like I said, this has nothing to do with that sort of stuff!
Your one sad excuse for a gravekeeper.
Please stop making fun of me!
Come on.
Huh?
Let's get your ass out of here.
Huh?
Let's go or Yuri will catch us.
Yes, but... You don't have to use words like that!
What's that?
You don't have to use words like that! Come on, I'm only a kid after all!
I'm trying not to make fun of you, but you sure do make it easy. Just hurry and get on already.
Aren't I heavy?
You are, but it's no big deal. So, ready to go?
I don't think that's how piggyback rides are supposed to be.
What are you talking about? When I was a kid, I used to love when my dad carried me like that on his back.
That's one messed up memory of a piggyback ride. First he tried to kill me, then he saved me? If he doesn't want Mr. Yuri to catch up, he should leave me behind. Oh? Excuse me.
Thanks, but I'll pass. I'm a monster that can't age or die. I don't need those.
I don't think that sort of thing is right.
What's that?
You really shouldn't go calling yourself a monster like that. Humans, monsters, the living, the deceased. You don't need to make everything so black and white. Like when, I'm not really sure how to explain it. Huh?
So how old are you exactly?
I'm 12 years old.
Okay, I get it.
Yeah, you get what?
You know, I didn't notice at first. It wasn't until that gravekeeper made it clear that I realized. When people lost their ability to die 15 years ago, they also lost their ability to have children.
Huh?
So there can't possibly be any humans around that are the same age as you.
In other words, I'm a gravekeeper?
No, it's hard to believe, but I bet your parents were probably a gravekeeper and a regular person who got together and... Normal gravekeepers don't just up and have children. Oh man, your mother must have been one crazy gravekeeper.
Hey! My mama was not crazy, you got that?
Calm down. There's nothing wrong with being a little crazy. Especially not in a world like this.
So, how old are you then?
I'm the same age as Yuri, so 32, 33. Well, somewhere around there anyway.
You called him your best friend, didn't you?
Yeah, has been since we were kids. We were always in the same classes at school. Do you know what a school is?
Of course I know what school is.
Oh yeah? Well, just for the record, schools are prison-like facilities where human society quarantines troublesome children according to their age.
I've never heard of a school like that.
On that day, no, that night that
Huh?
I'm talking about the night God vanished. You heard of it?
That's a silly thing to ask. And the Lord said, the other side has reached its limit. It won't be long before this world comes to an end. It appears as though I've failed.
That's what a lot of people say. But that's not what they said until after the fact.
What do you mean?
At first, no one even noticed that God had left us. In reality, nothing obvious had changed. It seemed normal. I have a theory. Care to hear it? God is just your run-of-the-mill dipshit.
The phrase, the wise man fears God, is a warning for people like you, huh?
Just listen. I think he just lost interest in this stuff. The laws of physics he created were logical, and he supplied us with all the energy it needed. It was an orderly world without any contradictions. In fact, it was a little too orderly, and it lacked anything interesting. So he just said screw it, and then granted all our wishes as some sort of sick parting gift. Although I can't say with certainty that that's why people stopped having kids, I can say this. We stopped dying because that was our wish. That was the big wish he granted. But after a while, the old desire to die rose again. That's why he sent the gravekeepers. And though he doesn't have it quite right, maybe he's trying to make up for what he's done by granting these wishes. At least that's what I have to believe, because I've witnessed these things happening firsthand.
You mean things like you not aging or dying?
You're surprisingly sharp. I was born an albino. I was extremely sensitive to sunlight. Because of that, I didn't really go to school that much. But around that time, my body started to stabilize. When I was 17, I made a wish of my own. I wished for those days to last forever. All miracles aside, after the big day, society was forced to deal with the existence of the living dead without truly knowing what it was dealing with.
You're referring to the half-dead fever, right?
That's right, the epidemic that changed everything. 200 million lives were lost, and 200 million undead arose.
Would you mind telling me where we're going?
You're following me and you don't even know that?
You're the one who dragged me with you.
It's not a question of where we're going. We're just traveling in search of Hana. She was strangely aloof from the world, and so full. I happen to like people. I like them quite a bit, so there's no friggin' way I want to become the last man standing.
The last man standing?
Wrap your mind around that for a second. Being the last person left. Just imagine it. Imagine what it would be like to be all alone out here. The very last person. No one else. A desolate world without anyone. Anyone at all. I'd be alone forever. For all eternity. Never-ending isolation. The prison of inescapable solitude.
Does that scare you? You're afraid of being the last person on Earth, aren't you? That's why you'd rather be a monster, isn't it? Where'd that come from?
I screwed up. You're gonna be okay.
Mr. Yuri, did you?
Don't try to talk.
How did I get here?
Put this on for now. Hey! Wait! Where are you going?
I'm gonna teach that jerk a lesson!
That jerk is the one who saved you.
Huh? Yeah, but...
After he kicked you off that bridge, it turned into a war zone.
How did that happen?
That was Hamley's doing.
What?
He goes for a suicide attack if he finds he has a disadvantage during battle. He makes sure they go down with him.
He really is crazy, isn't he?
Yeah, he is. But that doesn't change the fact that he kept you out of harm's way. He may seem heartless, but he doesn't enjoy meaningless violence. And no matter how irrational his actions may appear, he always applies his own sense of logic to everything he does.
I don't know if I can truly believe that.
Well, he wasn't always like this. At least not until he was forced to bear the cross of immortality. He was almost a completely different person. Back when he was with the woman he loved.
That's Mama.
Your father is named Hampney Hambart. Someday he'll come and find you.
He really is my father after all. Where is he now?
They took him.
Huh?
Judging from the aftermath, there's no mistake. Looks like about 7 attackers. They intentionally used rubber riot control bullets.
Rubber bullets?
If Hampney dies, he's going to come back as good as new. The only way to defeat him is to catch him alive, without inflicting any mortal wounds.
I've got to save him. I need to hurry and change.
Don't worry, he'll manage on his own. We are talking about an immortal monster here.
He isn't a monster. Maybe a terrible person, but he's really just surprisingly lonely and cynical. That's why, if we don't save him, he's just going to get worse and worse. Right now, he seriously sees himself as nothing more than a monster. But he's not. He's a person, remember that.
All right. I won't say it again. I should tell you my name. Yuri Sakama Dmitrievich.
I'm I.
Well, let's go.
I guess this means you're coming with me?
Despite everything that's happened, he did still call me his friend.
Well, what a coincidence. Hello.
Good morning, Hampney Hambart.
Who the hell are you freaking guys?
Huh? Didn't we introduce ourselves already?
Not that I recall.
Whatever. I am Hiko. I'm your #1 fan. Say, is it true that you lose your memory when you die after suffering severe trauma?
Damn you. Where did you hear that? Damn it. I can't remember anything. What did these freaks do to me? I'll kill you, you pieces of shit!
Looks like your bad attitude's back!
I am going to cut your head off!
Do you like my outfit? Nice, right? I tried my best to match
I'll
yours.
kill you. Mark my words, you are a dead man!
I never wanted to be someone else till I heard of you.
Who the hell are you? What do you want from me?
You know, getting your look wasn't really that hard.
but the whole immortal thing was a toughie. Obviously!
So then you became one of the deceased. Let me get this straight. You dipshits gave up your lives just to catch little old me. I'd say you were the dumbest man alive, but that...
You really are something else, you know that. You silently eradicate evil, delivering twisted justice with each and every kill. I know everything about you. You want to die, don't you? You want to take back the death that God stole from you. Don't worry, Hamney. I can take care of that for you.
Hate to break it to you, but you've got it wrong. My wish isn't to die.
What was that? Are you saying you lied to me? Did you tell me a little fib?
Nope, I didn't lie.
Thank God. But of course, there's no way that you'd ever deceive me, would you?
I've never shared this with anyone before.
Uh-huh.
But allow me to let you in on a little secret. I don't want to simply die. What I want to die happy and content. When my time comes, I want someone to be there by my side.
No.
I want my friends, my wife, and my children to be present. Those I leave behind will cry and grieve my loss. I'll have some good memories, and I'll have some
Quiet.
regrets.
Stop lying!
That is how I want to die. That is my wish.
You mean that's your wish? That stupid normal death?
With things the way they are now, it seems pretty unlikely.
I can't believe this.
Well, it's the truth. My wish is to live happily and to die happily.
You've betrayed me. First you become my everything, and now you betray me like this! Why would you hurt me?
That's not really my problem, Thomas.
Oh, well. I guess we'll just have to make you into our toy now. I'm gonna kill you. Over and over again.
Go ahead. In the end, it's all the same to me.
It is a pleasure to meet you. I have come to complete your burial.
It's a gravekeeper.
Wait a sec, Miss Scar! Didn't we agree to check out the situation before jumping in like that?
As a gravekeeper, I pride myself on my promptness.
What the hell are you doing here?
What do you think? I'm here to save you!
Are you stupid? We're strangers, so scram!
We aren't strangers!
What?
I'm saying that we aren't strangers!
What are you getting at?
Mama was pretty and childish. Her moods changed at the drop of a hat. Whether she laughed, cried, or got angry, she was always sincere. Plus, she was a pig. She was horrible at whistling and cooking, but great at cleaning. She had a funny way of talking. She hated cigarettes and perfume, but she had a soft spot for all sweets. And above all, she loved you more than anything. My name is I'm the daughter of the human, Hampney Humbard, and the gravekeeper Alpha, also known as Hannah.
You're my...
What's this? You're part gravekeeper, part human, and you're Hampney's daughter? What a winning combination!
Shut your mouth. Papa, Mr. Yuri, and Miss Scar, it all makes sense now. A land in the sky that welcomes the deceased. The villagers didn't want to give up their heaven. That's why They pretended to be alive and despite my age, made me what I am.
I am truly sorry.
Everyone was dead for a long time. I just couldn't see the truth even though it was right in front of me.
It's not my place to say this, but don't hate them, I.
How could I? They all didn't have any other choice.
Oh, so sorry to break up your touching little moment. But I'm gonna have to blow a hole in that pretty little head of yours.
No!
Yuri! Move it! Get out of here!
What are you doing? Run for it!
I'm not ready. I won't leave until you're free.
You're mine, little girl.
That's enough of that. Think you can take us all at once?
Hey, Miss Scar, will you please back me up?
Of course.
I never thought I'd run into my daughter while searching for the woman I love. Hana really is something else. She left without telling me, had a kid without telling me, and then died without telling me. I have a daughter that still hasn't sunk in yet. I'm not exactly dad material. A man like me could never be a good father.
You okay?
Yeah. Where's Miss Scar? Papa!
Calm down. I can't die, remember?
But still.
Jeez. Who knew kids could be such a handful?
Yes?
I haven't told you my real name, have I? This is something I never even shared with your mother. My name is Kizuna Aston. So that would make you Aston.
I'm Aston.
That's right. Nice name, huh? I still had so much I wanted to tell her. But I can't. I'm too tired. I don't want to die.
And so, after losing the woman he loved, making his daughter cry, and making his friend and a gravekeeper stand at his side, what on earth is he doing here? What are you pulling that thing out for?
This kid's a total stranger. We don't have the slightest idea of who he is.
I guess you're right. I remember my papa doing this too.
It looks like he's waking up.
Huh?
Good morning to you, too.
Oh,
Good morning.
Good morning to you. He went back to sleep? Hey, wait a second. Wake up.
Looks like he's been drugged or something.
Mm.
He was probably forced to sniff the blooms of the Haramadoki. It has a strong effect. It can knock you out for days at a time. Hey, pull yourself together. Hey kid, what's your name?
Kiriko.
Kiriko? Okay.
Kiriko, Pox, Reg, Diva, Aureus, Varula, Ula, Helios, Marsigor, Deeg, Amitabaz, Grey Wolf.
All of that? That thing is your entire name?
You haven't changed a bit.
Huh?
Not one bit.
What are you talking about?
He must have confused you with someone else.
Princess Ula.
Let's go over this while he's still out. Listen, I need you to do something. Hide that you're a gravekeeper.
Well, I'm half human, half gravekeeper to be exact.
That's just gonna make things even worse. A majority of the dead who are now wandering the earth have no desire to move on whatsoever. Just imagine what had happened if you'd announced that you were a gravekeeper. They'd kill you in the blink of an eye.
But why? Gravekeepers bring peace to
That's
the...
just the way it is. The way it has been ever since that day 15 years ago. Do you understand? Do you understand?
Yeah, I understand. But I don't have to like it.
That's all I can really ask of you.
But Mr. Yuri, if it's necessary, I have to fulfill my job, you know.
He's waking up again.
Huh? Are you finally awake?
Who are you people?
I'm I Aston, but you can call me I.
I'm Yuri Sakama Dmitrovich. And that's Scar. And who are you?
I am Kiriko Sabreska. I'm an apprentice at the government office in Ortis.
Orchis, huh? You were grabbed by bandits? So, you made a run for it as soon as you could.
Yes. Here I thought I was being overly cautious.
It kinda seems like no matter where you go these days, crime is on the rise.
Where are you guys headed anyway?
We're on an important mission. We're traveling to save the world that God has abandoned.
You're trying to save the world?
Yep, I decided 3 days ago.
I must say, you're a rather unique party. A girl from the last generation of children. A man who does not appear to be her father. And lastly, a young lady who is a gravekeeper. What exactly? My apologies. I do not mean to pry. I'm sorry.
Well, I guess you could say we're traveling companions. At any rate, we'll drop you off somewhere near Ortis.
Thank you very much.
What do you mean near? Isn't that where we're gonna be stopping next?
Well, I think it'd be best if we just went on... This isn't going to get us much further. It's gonna need some actual repair work done. Sorry to ask, but is there someone in Ortis you could get to help us out?
I will do my best to accommodate your needs.
I appreciate it.
So we get to go to Ortis after all?
Yes, but we won't be going into the city itself.
What? But why not?
You'll find out soon enough.
I'm sensing a large number of deceased not yet buried. They're directly ahead. At the very least, there are 1,000,000.
1,000,000? Wait, did you say 1,000,000?
But of course, I live in Ordis after all, the land of the deceased. It's the world's largest capital of the dead.
Land of the deceased?
That's right, a city of the dead that hates gravekeepers above all else. That's why it's a bad idea for us to go inside. I wanted to avoid this place if possible. But I guess we have no choice. Look over there. Those graves belong to gravekeepers they've killed.
Countless gravekeepers have come here, drawn by their desire to bury the dead. Chased from their homes and forced to roam without purpose, the deceased sought to end their wandering and join together to create a land that they could live in peacefully. It is not only a city, but a nation. It is Ordis.
What are those statues for?
Their purpose is interwoven with their meaning. They function as markers and warnings. They intimidate those from the outside, while also serving as a memorial for gravekeepers we have slain.
Is that the princess you mentioned, Kiriko?
That is Koroshiohake, the guardian goddess of Ordis. She possesses the ability to bring death to any living thing. Ordis was created by those seeking shelter from oppression. A goddess like her is a savior to our people. Her eyes are the eyes of death. Her words are the words of death. Her body brims with death. There is no escape for those amongst the living. Koroshiohake is the only one who became a guardian saint for the deceased. She is a goddess of mercy.
Excuse me, Miss Scar? Are those guys,
They are indeed deceased.
Is that so? The deceased are able to live normal lives here, aren't they?
I would like to bury them all immediately.
Easy.
But, Miss Scar...
I will restrain myself.
Permission has been granted. Come sign the papers.
Are we really not going inside?
You would only be able to visit the section of the trade district that has been established for the living. And on top of that, your movements would be severely restricted. Huh?
Kiriko!
I'm so glad you're okay.
Let me go! What the heck are you even doing out here?
What type of greeting is that exactly?
I heard you went missing and was so worried. It tickles me pink to see you back in one piece.
Right. Allow me to introduce you. This is Ordis Castle's Lieutenant of the Guard, Pox. And this is Ordis Gate's Minister of Special Foreign Affairs, Rek.
It's a pleasure.
Nice to meet you. I'm Aston.
Nice to meet you.
Right, sorry.
Oh, what a sweet girl. Thanks to you, our darling little Kiriko is home safe and sound.
No, it was nothing.
This is peculiar. You're quite an unusual child, aren't you? Even the deceased are generally repulsed by our appearance.
We are quite the monster.
Excuse me, but you shouldn't call yourself a monster like that. I had to tell my father the same thing. But no matter how your heart or body changes, you're still a person.
Oh no, this girl is just too cute to handle. Aren't you just the sweetest little thing? I want to eat you up!
Whoa, hey, cool it, Fox.
As a thank you for saving Kiriko, I'll give you absolutely anything you want.
Huh?
Really? Then, can I go inside the city?
Well, I guess we could arrange that.
Hold on. Would you excuse us, please?
Okay, why do you want to go in there so badly?
That's because I want to see what's inside, silly.
If they find out that you two are gravekeepers, who knows what they'll do to you?
I'll be extra careful, I promise.
But you could...
Even so, even though it's dangerous, I still want to see it for myself. This is a place where the deceased can live like normal people. That was my mother's dream. It's just like what she tried to do with our village.
So this is what you're really looking for, is it? Let's go inside.
Thanks, Mr. Yuri.
So, Scar, and what about you? Do you mind waiting for us in another town?
I do. I must insist on accompanying you.
Wait, I'm not sure that's...
Someone has been calling to me.
calling you.
I hear a voice calling out to me. I do. I must insist on accompanying you.
Jeez, it was easier to get in than I thought.
Despite his appearance, Rek has a strong sense of duty. This is his way of thanking you. He is very grateful that you brought me back safely. He likes to look after me. However, this city only welcomes the deceased. It is no place for the living, let alone gravekeepers. As soon as your van's repairs are complete, I would like you to leave immediately.
Okay.
It looks just like heaven.
Heaven?
And I want to make this village into our own little piece of paradise. Because in this hellish world of ours, we need a place to serve as a beacon of hope.
Forgot! We're in Ortis! Ah! This place is absolutely beautiful! You're finally awake, Miss Scar. Good morning. Rise and shine.
It's already past noon.
It is? Oh?
strange. I've never really experienced an illness before. My chest feels tight. I have a headache, as well as some slight nausea.
That's strange. You don't seem to have a fever.
I've been hearing that voice since we got here. The voice is calling out to me.
So does that mean gravekeepers get sick too?
I suppose it does, though I didn't think it was possible.
Well, why don't we ask Mr. Yuri about it?
Unfortunately, he left quite some time ago.
Huh?
He had to make arrangements for the van's repair. He appeared to be rather busy.
In that case, I guess it's up to me to look after you, huh, Miss Scar?
That isn't necessary.
Oh, come on, there's no need to get all shy about it.
Sorry, but you're too noisy. I'm afraid you'll just be a nuisance. Also, Mr. Yuri asked me to tell you something. He said that no matter what, you need to stay inside.
Oh my. What a darling little girl you are. Kiriko told me all about you.
Pleased to meet you. My name's Aston.
Aren't you the sweetest? I'm the caretaker, Kara.
Excuse me, but where is Kiriko?
He went on up to the castle to pay the princess a visit.
Are Kiriko and the princess really good friends with each other?
Well, it's hard to say.
Excuse me, but I'd really like to go out and see the city.
Oh. Well, we can't have you going out like that. Go and have a look at Mask Avenue. You'll have a ball.
I've got math over here.
I've never seen this many people before in my entire life.
We've got a brand new performance to share. Step right up and see the new wonder of the Silver Ring Theater. It's entitled Oroshio Hake, the Princess of the Deceased. This dramatic tale of the princess's tragic life will have you on the edge of your seat. You don't want to miss it.
Kuroshio Hake and the Princess of the Deceased. Oh, wait a minute, you! Give that back!
Get out of here. Leave this city as soon as you possibly can. Trust me, you don't know anything about the darkness this city harbors.
What do you mean? Darkness?
Your existence alone has saved this city from destruction. And you're the only one who can save this world.
Hey, Kiriko!
Wait, is that you under there, Ai?
It sure is.
What are you doing here?
I wanted to take a look around the city. I also spoke with a mysterious guy in a lion's mask.
Huh? Come on, let's hurry back.
Okay.
You certainly are a strange girl.
Where did that come from? Rude.
For one of the living, you're quite odd. Not only did you willingly enter the capital of the dead, but you're enjoying yourself too.
That's 'cause it's so much fun here.
Unlike you, most of the living view the deceased with utter disgust.
Well, you see, I was actually raised by a village of the deceased.
Huh? Where is this village?
It doesn't exist anymore. Gravekeeper.
What?
Actually, I'm really half Gravekeeper, half human. And I'm only 12 years old.
Wait a second. Are you serious?
I am serious.
Okay, so why are you telling me all of this?
You seem very kind.
Princess Ula.
You know, Kiriko, the deceased here in Ordis are totally different from the people in my village back home.
How so?
Let's see, how do I put it? They seem more vibrant somehow, like they're really having fun.
It took years of hard work to get where we are now. We established our own government system and our own methods for body preservation.
Things probably would have turned out different if my village had managed to do all those things. Can I ask you a question?
Huh?
Why is it that you're the only living person in an entire city of the deceased? Why is that?
I am one of the deceased.
Huh?
I've been worried sick. I rushed to get my work done, only to come back and find that I is gone and Scar is sick in bed. Do you realize how worried I was? Do you have any idea? Well, do you? Is anybody even listening to me?
You still don't feel well, Miss Scar? If I knew, I would have hurried back here sooner.
That's all right. After all, you would have only been a bother.
I think I get your point by now.
Glad to hear it.
If you'd like, I can probably have a doctor I know examine her. Don't worry. This doctor doesn't discriminate against anyone, regardless of whether they're living, deceased, or a gravekeeper. And most importantly, she can be trusted to keep your secret. Long ago, in a land far away, there was a group of 5 people. Although their genders, ages, and even their backgrounds varied, they still greatly enjoyed being together. They were looking forward to the day when one would eventually marry another, and then start to have children. But they never had any children.
That's because of God abandoning the world, right?
They very desperately wanted a child, so they visited with a witch who would grant their wish.
A witch?
The witch told them, if you truly wanted a child with all your hearts like you say you do, then God would have already granted that wish.
God didn't grant it?
No. The witch then told them, I can make your wish come true. I can give you what it is you want. But only in a horribly twisted fashion. The witch tore the parts she would need to create a new person from each of the 5 people. And from their parts, the 6th person was born. I am that 6th person.
Then that means Miss Pox and Mr. Wreck are like that too.
Yes, they are 2 of the 5. There is also Diva, Orias, and Varula. Together the 6 of them are called Lapstar, the lacking pentagram star.
Lapstar, huh?
Perhaps it is due to the fact that she used nothing but living parts, but as you can see, I appear alive despite being deceased.
But wait, if that's the case, then doesn't that really mean you're alive after all?
No, it doesn't.
Oh.
I was created 13 years ago. At that time, I was roughly 14 years old. Following that logic, I should be in my late 20s by now. See? Since my creation, I have only aged a year or 2 at most.
Hello, Kiriko. Out of the way. Out of the way.
Coming! Oh,
Well, hello, I. Thanks again for yesterday.
Miss Pox, are you the doctor? That can't be right, can it? Wait a second. Weren't you paired with someone else yesterday?
You must be I. Oh, you're adorable. Let me take a look at you. Just want to pinch these cheeks.
Did you please let go of me?
Seriously, Diva, at least introduce yourself first. Oh, sorry about that, I beg your pardon. Nice to meet you. I'm the top doctor of Ortis, the one and only Diva.
Nice to meet you too.
Now then, what sort of nasty illness do you need me to wipe out?
Your patient is right over here.
Hi!
Thank you so much for seeing me.
Of course. As you can imagine, this is my first time treating a gravekeeper.
Excuse me, Miss Diva, but you're only a doctor for the deceased, right?
Oh, not at all. I take on all sorts of patients. I treat everyone regardless of whether they're living, dead, or a gravekeeper.
Really? But wait, does that mean deceased people have to get regular checkups just like living people do?
That's absolutely right. Just think, if nothing is done to preserve them, not only will their bodies begin to decay, but their minds will start to go as well. So there you have it. It's my job to prevent those problems with everything from neurosurgery to pharmacology and even psychology.
I think I get it now. Ortis really is something special, isn't it?
Okay, Diva, why don't you get started doing what you came to do? Oh, right. I almost completely forgot. Okay, folks, show's over. Now, shoot, shoot. This really doesn't sit well with me. But in this case, only one diagnosis comes to mind. Phantom pregnancy.
Huh? What the heck's that mean?
Even though the patient is not actually pregnant, her body still exhibits the same symptoms as if she were with child.
Oh.
The number of cases have skyrocketed ever since mankind lost their ability to reproduce when God abandoned the world. It manifests when a woman desperately yearns to have a child.
Yearns to have a child?
Yet another example of the dangers of wishing for the impossible.
I understand.
But I haven't ever... Right, but you've never really wished to have a child of your own, correct? That's exactly why this doesn't sit well with me. And you also said that you were hearing a voice?
Yeah! Someone's been calling out to her.
Even now, I hear it from time to time.
I think that voice may be related to this somehow. Well, if anything changes, let me know right away.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you for coming.
You're just so cute.
All right, that's enough.
By the way, thank you so much for becoming friends with our Kiriko.
We're friends?
What are you talking about?
Oh, don't be like that. It's obvious how close you two are.
I've never had a real friend before.
Come on.
I've got a great idea. What do you think about becoming friends with our lovely princess in the castle?
Huh?
Make sure to be on your best behavior, okay?
The Mistress of Ortis, Her Royal Highness, Princess Ula Eulus Hegmatica, shall hereby grant you with an audience.
Your Highness, the one who
Nice
stands
to meet
beside
you.
me is...
I'm Aston.
What? Show some respect! How dare you speak to the princess in such a manner? Huh?
Ula Elas Hekmatika. Oh, that is my name. Pleased to meet you. The pleasure is all mine, Miss Princess.
Where do you hail from?
Huh?
I was speaking to you on behalf of Her Highness.
Well, I came from a small village that's just beyond the mountains to the east.
Were you raised in that village?
Yeah.
Why are you traveling?
Well, my village isn't there anymore, so...
Yes, I'd forgotten. I won't push any further.
Excuse me, but is the princess not able to talk? And what's the deal with her eyes?
Are you mocking Her Highness? Unbelievable. How does a lowly commoner believe themselves worthy of being looked upon or spoken to by Her Highness? Furthermore, your manners are deplorable. Not only that, your entire lifestyle is reckless beyond belief.
Kiriko can be
I
somewhat
understand that your village may have
strict.
spoiled you, but you should practice
I'm
some
always
self-discipline.
telling him that I would like to be called Ula, but he only does that when we're alone. I see, so he's actually really bashful, isn't he?
By proper decorum and common courtesy,
I have a
are your most
question.
valuable
May I
assets.
call you I? Uh-huh. Then please feel free to call me Ula.
And
Okay,
anyway,
Ula.
what did you just call her? Huh? But Your Highness!
You sure talk a lot, don't you, Kiriko? Kiriko, are you and Ula good friends?
I wouldn't say that. I serve as Her Highness's classmate and instructor.
You can be both at the same time?
Well, in a way. You see, I can temporarily link my mind with Pox and the others, and access the full extent of their knowledge.
You do what? You teach with someone else's brain? That's cheating. Right, it's not fair. Come to think of it, when I first met Kiriko, he thought I was you, Ula. He even called me princess one time. It was really kind of sweet. How could he confuse us? Because he was still half asleep. And when he said it, he gave the cutest little smile you've ever seen. It was so adorable.
Stop! Stop right there! What are you even talking about?
Kiriko rarely smiles, but he's cute when he does. Aww.
I see. So you're friends.
Yep, I can't believe I managed to make 2 whole friends in just one day.
I know you're excited, but the van's repairs should be finished soon.
So then that means when it's fixed, we're gonna have to leave, and I'm gonna have to say bye to everyone.
You can still write to them.
It'll be just like how I talk to Ula now. I wonder why Ordis is a place that only welcomes the deceased. I mean, can't the living and the deceased just live together?
It takes too much of an emotional toll.
A toll?
This place was created as a sort of refuge for those who were forced to abandon their former lives due to the prejudice and oppression of the living. They worked tirelessly for the city to be recognized as an independent nation. This is no place for any living person.
Yeah, just one way, isn't there? A way for someone who's living to stay in Ordis.
So there is. Did you figure it out?
Yeah. Today, Ula told me that she wishes I could stay here in Ordis with her forever. But I told her that I would have to leave and continue on my journey pretty soon. Then I realized you just have to die, right?
Right. A long time ago, back when I was fleeing from Gravekeepers with my daughter and belated wife, we came here to Ordis. But in the end, there was no way we were going to stay here. I couldn't force her. I couldn't force my daughter to give up her life just so she could stay here in this place.
What's going on out there?
Oh, it's only me. I came to inform you that the city is under martial law.
What? Martial law?
As of now, all of Ordis's gates have been hereby closed. The trade district in the south gate has been blocked, and all foreign visitors are under house arrest until further notice.
What? Why is that?
It's for the admission of the living ceremony, right?
Correct. A group of 105 living who have lost the means to support themselves have decided to enter Ordis permanently. Tonight, we will grant them peaceful transition. That is all.
So does that mean you're going to kill them?
That's right.
Even though Kiriko put it that way, I don't know what to think. I just don't know. I met my father. We spent time together. And when that time was over, I buried him. That's when I decided that I wanted to save the world. I wanted to give the deceased the chance to get the eternal rest they wanted. At least I thought that was what they wanted. But the deceased here are already perfectly happy with where they are. There's nothing I could do as a gravekeeper to help them. They don't want to truly die. But is this really right? Is it right to take the lives of hundreds of people?
That is a choice that they must make for themselves.
Do you think that Ula knows about any of this? I'm sure she doesn't. There's no way she does.
And what makes you so sure of that?
Because Ula is still alive herself.
That can't be right. The city of the dead's princess is alive?
I have to tell her.
Come on, let's head back.
Did you know about this?
No, he told me just a moment ago.
Why? Why are you telling me all of this?
Because you're one of the living. And because, up until last year, I was alive myself. Ordis is a safe haven for the deceased. That is why any living outsiders must sacrifice their lives if they wish to remain here. However, the children that these immigrants bring with them are an exception. They are allowed to grow and mature as the living, but once they turn 15, they must choose. Will they remain here as one of the deceased, or will they leave as one of the living? I chose to stay. It was my dream to become an artisan who specializes in making masks. It happened just like that for me as well. There was neither pain nor suffering, fact, it seemed like nothing had really changed at all. But you're a human from the outside world. I can only assume you don't even understand what it means to become one of the deceased.
Well,
What would have happened if you'd become entangled in all of this and died yourself? There'd be no going back.
But Ula is the first young girl like me I'd ever met. We laughed together. We laughed a lot. We became friends and had so much fun. I really had fun.
Even so, she is still Koroshuhake. Return to the inn and stay put this time.
Let's get moving.
Do you think she knows who she is? Do you think Ula knows about her own powers? That she really knows she has the power to kill others?
What? What type of question is that? She was born with that ability. She's had it her entire life. How could she not know?
But if she's had it her entire life, she may not even realize then that she has that power. Ula is surrounded by nothing but the deceased. What if the people around her just told her that the deceased were really alive?
Wait, what?
Ula wouldn't know there was a difference. Isn't that right?
That's correct.
Oh,
It looks like you've managed to figure it all out, haven't you?
it was the same for me as well. I was raised to believe that those around me were alive when they were really dead all along. Ula is like me. She is the same as I used to be. Like when I was surrounded by both kindness and lies back in the village. She has been shielded from the truth by those around her. She has had a job forced upon her even though she was ignorant of everything.
You and Ula are not the same. The lies and misgivings of your village were doomed to fail from the very beginning. Even if your father had never appeared, the illusion would have crumbled regardless. But here, in Ordis, lies will become the truth. Eventually, all of the living will die. That's right. Once everyone in this world perishes, Ula's eyes will be powerless.
You're insane.
And my lie simply needs to last until then. And by that point, there will be nothing left in this world to hurt Ula.
And how long will it be before that time comes? Ula is a living person. The deceased around her don't age, do they? And neither do you, Kiriko. As time continues to go on and on.
So there's no friggin' way I want to become the last man standing.
Ula will be the only one who grows old. She'll be alone. All alone.
I know that, but my only purpose here is to protect Ula. I must not hurt her in any way. I was assigned to serve as her instructor so that I could deceive her. I was taken aside and told what was expected of me. Without revealing the truth, create a world for this child. Trade the living for the deceased. Make it so that her eyes will have no power. It's an honor to meet you, Princess Ula. My name is Kiriko Sabreska.
Kiko?
Please refer to me as Kiriko. At that moment, I decided that I would protect her at all costs. I swore I would protect her with all my might. Because I love her dearly. I, Kiriko Sabreska, love Ula Hekmatika. She is a good person. She is kind and considerate of others. She has an innocent and adorable smile. Her laugh is truly wonderful. And Her eyes are so beautiful. What would you have done if you were given the opportunity to shield such a pure child from the cruelty of the world? What would you do? Do you think you could tell her the truth?
I don't know. I don't know if I could.
Then you see...
But even so, I still have to tell her. She must know.
We've been waiting for you, Little Eye.
Excuse me, but I'm going to tell Ula.
Well, okay then.
Huh?
I'll drive you to the castle.
Oh.
But why? If you tell her all of this, don't you think that Ula will despise you for it? After all, didn't you hate the person who set you free too? Do you not regret what happened? Doesn't a small part of you wish that you could have remained wrapped up in those villagers' lives forever? Do you realize that what you want does not guarantee any salvation?
I'm sorry, I know it's late. Today I came to tell you something. And I'm going to tell you something about myself and about you. As for myself, I am half human and half gravekeeper. I was born in a small mountain village and was raised there too. But it was a village full of deceased. They hid the truth from me my entire life. Up until recently, I didn't have the slightest idea. And Ula, we were raised in such similar situations that were just like two sides of the same coin. Please try to remain calm and just hear me out. The people around you, the people you've always thought were alive, are actually deceased. And the ones who were really alive were all those people gathered at the tower. But they aren't alive anymore either. All because they fell under your gaze. Ula, you have the power to kill those you look at, those you speak to, and those you touch. Huh? You are. But your powers were needed so that the living could move into this country without any worry. You understand, right? Even though Kiriko deceived you too. He did it because he wanted to protect you more than anything. Yes. I'm sorry, Ula. At first I thought I was telling you this for your own good. But deep down, I think I might have been doing all of this just for myself. Kiriko?
Did she tell you? Did she tell you everything, Your Highness? Then it's over. It's all over, isn't it? I already know. You'll never forgive me for this. Guess it's to be expected.
Kiriko, I have a favor to ask of you. Please, it would be best for you to deceive her. It's the least we can do.
want them to be sad. I love you both so very dearly. Please, do not wear sad faces. You must understand, I knew the truth before I told me.
You already knew?
Even though I say I knew, I only knew half of the story. I had a feeling that my eyes did something unusual to people. I was also aware how hard you and the others worked to hide that from me, Kiriko. Although I must admit I did not realize what precisely I was doing.
Then why? Why didn't you say anything to us?
I didn't feel a particular need to do so. If it was something that no one wanted me to know, I figured there wasn't a reason for me to know about it. But now I see. I kill people, don't I? With the way our world is now, I still do not truly understand what it means to take someone's life. But even so, there were some who smiled as if a great weight had been lifted. There were some who heaved a long sigh of relief. Those bearing arms ceased their fighting when they entered Ortus. And there were some who returned to the wastelands rather than joining us. Even so, almost everyone looked as though they had finally been set free. Tell me, do you consider death to be a bad thing?
I don't think I really know.
I see. I'm not sure I really know either. The reason you're traveling must be to find the answer to this question.
You may be right about that.
You know, the two of us are very similar, aren't we? And yet, we are still so different. You are a free individual. You are a bird who belongs in the sky, not a cage. But I am very different. I am different because I love this cage. And most importantly, Kiriko is here in this cage with me. No matter what happens, you are always there, tenderly protecting me.
I want to thank you, Ula. I'm sorry for everything. Ula.
I love the person that I am now. But there are two things that I deeply regret. One is that I cannot see you with my own eyes. The other is that I also cannot embrace you.
I feel that way too. Ula, you're my dearest friend, and I can't even hug you.
That's why.
Your Highness, what?
Hurry.
The two of you are so bright.
I wish to introduce you to someone.
Hey, Miss Scar! And Mr. Yuri?
Well, you see, after you ran off, I noticed her stumbling down the street.
This is Celica Hekmatica. She is Ula's older sister. She has been asleep since birth. Ula's mother despised the circumstances that were forced upon her, the changes in the world, the nomad lifestyle she was forced to marry into, and her dead husband. But what she hated above all else were the twins who were inside her womb. Crazed at the brink of death during labor, she made a wish. She wished with all she had. While Ula innocently accepted her mother's wish, her older sister, Celica, rejected it.
Scar?
It was you, wasn't it, little one?
Say, are you interested in going to school?
School? Do I have to?
All of the elementary schools have already closed down. And now we're losing the last of the middle schools. In 3 years, the high schools will be gone as well. When that happens, you'll lose any chance of ever going to school. At our next stop, I'll talk to an old friend of mine and see if we can get you into one.
I dare say I think that car's from Goran Academy.
Goran Academy? This is not good. I've got to get her out of there.
I, Aston, you have my permission to enter our school.
Huh?
You are to say yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Without the R.
Yes, ma'am.
Much better. My name is Magita Hausant. I serve as both head instructor and residence hall director here at Goran Academy. I, Aston, I expect you to work diligently on your studies from this day forth.
Concentration camp? That can't be right.
Well, perhaps concentration camp is a little extreme. I think that juvenile correctional facility is more accurate.
It's true. We're all really being forced to stay here against our will like prisoners.
No way! Are you sure there's not some kind of mistake? As far as I can tell, this seems to be everything a school is supposed to be. A car came to pick me up. A strict instructor congratulated me for getting into her school. I even got a uniform. I've never seen a uniform up close and personal, much less worn one. So I was really excited. I was shown to the residence hall. Then I went to my classroom and introduced myself to all my classmates in Class Q. I took what seemed to be a perfectly normal class. I had a vague and cryptic conversation with a mysterious boy. And now I'm cleaning up after class. No matter how I look at it, this is exactly what school is supposed to be.
You don't get out much, huh?
She's so far off, it's not even funny.
Huh? But my belated father told me.
Well, just for the record, schools are prison-like facilities where human society quarantines troublesome children according to their age.
That's how I know this is perfectly normal.
Sounds like he was being sarcastic. Besides, didn't you just think it was a little strange when they showed up and dragged you off out of the blue?
Huh? Well, not really. Mr. Yuri was just telling me about how I needed to go to school eventually, so I figured this was the place he meant.
Mr. Yuri?
He's one of the people I'm traveling with.
You were sold.
Huh?
That person must have sold you to the school.
No way, that's just silly. Even though Mr. Yuri looks a little rough and scary, he's a big softie on the inside. He'd definitely never do something like that.
That's amazing. He must be a pretty great guy then.
Yes, but if this isn't the right school, then there must be some kind of mistake. Mr. Yuri and Miss Scar would be so worried. I have to let the school know and leave right away.
You can't go.
Huh?
Once you're here, you can never leave.
That can't be right.
Sadly, it is.
No matter how badly you want to go back home, they'll never let you out of here.
Whatever. I have an important dream to save the world, and no one's gonna get in the way of that. They can try all they want, but I have a job to do and a journey to complete.
Why are you dragging your feet? Get yourselves to the baths, now!
Oh, thank goodness you're here. I sort of got brought here by mistake, so I have to talk to someone about getting taken back.
Right away, Miss Nagita.
We were just headed that way.
Hurry and undress.
What?
Hurry up.
Wait,
We only have so much time.
Why is this happening right now?
Well, we don't get many new friends.
Your hair is so super soft and shiny. And your cheeks are so squishy, too.
And you're just too cute to ignore.
A village of the deceased?
Yeah, it's where I grew up. So you see, this is the first time I've ever seen this many living people in one place, let alone a bunch of naked ones. And also, I happen to be half gravekeeper, half human.
I've never heard of that before. Okay, I was wondering why they brought you here. That explains it then.
Oh yeah, how so?
What? You mean to tell me you really don't know? Goran Academy is a facility meant to quarantine children with special powers from the outside world.
What kind of powers?
I am the Great Volrath. Behold my super strength!
I'm the older sister, Mimi. I'm the middle Maymay. But we're not really actually twins at all. I'm the youngest sister, Momo. What? Our little sister Momo was the only one of us to pass away. Then a gravekeeper came and buried her. However, she's still alive inside of us. Now Maymay and me share half of her personality.
Hi, my name is Rune, and I can totally breathe under the water.
So, you've been underwater this whole time?
Mm-hmm. We've all had some sort of near-death experience. Because of that, we wished for something that would save us, and that's how we got our special powers.
You made wishes?
That's right.
Oh, How about you? What's your special power, Tanya?
Spirit vision.
Spirit vision?
Well, you see, I am completely blind.
Oh.
Instead of sight, I was given this power. I am able to hear my surroundings, as well as the objects around me.
What does that mean?
It's a little hard to understand, but I hear colors and shapes as sounds instead. The sound of the color green, the sound of a hexagon, the sound of smoke.
So then, what do you see whenever you hear me?
Your sound makes me think of one thing, a moonbow. It's like your rainbow created by the light of the moon. Do you see?
Not exactly.
You shine differently than a daytime rainbow does. You don't draw people's attention with flashy colors. Instead, you shine clearly in the darkness of the night, lonely, but still just as bright. That's the type of sound you make.
I sound like a rainbow at night? Ah!
A really big hole.
Yeah, but where did it come from? Isn't this that boy named Alice? You're in big trouble now, Alice. First you act like you're some mysterious cool guy, and now you're breaking into a girl's back. You're gross.
No, wait, you've got it all wrong.
We swear!
Yeah, we swear!
Party! I can't believe you would resort to peeping when you already have me!
I didn't really see anything.
Oh, no way! Our little Gigi has been corrupted! You're way too young for such naughty things!
You've got it all wrong. And you know, even though I look young, I'm really 22. You see, my body just stopped growing because I went into hibernation.
You must be punished! How dare you!
Unbelievable.
Repent for your sins! Make them pay!
Hold it!
Escape?
Yeah, that's right. We're breaking out of this prison once and for all. We burrowed here from the residence hall's basement.
Really? You dug all the way from there?
Yup.
Oh, now I see. You had help from my darling Hardy, didn't you?
You're so smart, Bullrath.
You what? What do you mean by that?
Hardy has an ability too. He can eat inorganic matter and turn it into nutrients.
In other words, we dig and Hardy eats the dirt.
Wow, that's something.
We were trying to use explosives to get into this waterway in one easy blast. But looks like we were off a bit.
The underground waterways are the only thing connected to the outside world. If we can destroy this puppy, everyone here will finally be free.
But it's only been a week since you transferred to our school, Alice. I mean, if you didn't really want to be here, then why did you transfer in the first place?
It's not like I transferred here because I wanted to.
Why did this school force all these students to come here against their will anyway?
Ever since people stopped dying, they quit giving birth to children, too. As a result, the number of students has decreased.
And rumor has it that the government allocates a certain amount of money per student each year.
And for that reason, they want more students.
And when you realize that, you'll see there's no way they'll let us go, even after we become adults.
They can't do that.
Yes, they can, and they will. That's exactly why we're trying to break out of here.
So that explains how you ended up in the wrong place at the wrong time, huh?
Not exactly. My ghost decided to pull a nasty prank.
You're what now?
Hey there, T! You can come on out now! I know you're here!
Sorry about that. I thought it would be more fun if you used some extra gunpowder.
T, seriously.
And besides, I kind of figured the sooner you let everyone in on your little escape plan, the better. You know, especially for her. Huh? Wait, what's with that girl? She can go through walls and float through the air? I don't think she's even a student at this school. Hello, hello, hello. Nice to meet you, students of Goron. Oh, nice to meet you too. My name is D.N.C. Stratamitos.
A witch.
Huh? I really wish people would stop calling me that. At least you can throw an of the West at the end.
I'm very sorry.
A witch? I was just kidding. Man, I really hate when people lump me together with those crazies. You see, I don't have a physical body, so I can come and go as I please, regardless of the time or place. Neat, huh? And the best part is I softly whisper words of advice to the people I meet. Words of advice? That's right. It can be anything really, from helpful words to warnings. I may remind a child where he left something, or lead a small nation to victory by telling them the enemy army's formation. Sometimes I let the person clearly hear my voice, while there are other times I whisper so softly they don't even realize I'm the one pulling the strings.
In a way, you could say she's granting their wishes. As a result, people have started referring to her as the Witch of the West.
Thanks for the additional explanation. But you know, my favorite nickname has to be Whisper. It's what people called me a long time ago.
Your Whisper? Okay, Whisper, so why are you here with us now then?
I'm currently following Alice around. Also, I wanted to meet Aston. Huh? Wait, you mean me? You didn't notice, did you? But I whispered something to you too. Huh? Take a trip to the clock tower today during recess. I don't know about that. I went because I just wanted to see what the inside of it looked like. It's true, really. I went all by myself, not because of some secret whisper. You seem so sure, don't you, How cute! You see, I've been watching you for a while. I've been keeping an eye on you ever since your journey to Ordis, and then reporting back to Alice. Huh? But wait a sec, Alice, what's this all about?
I can't explain just yet.
Huh? Yep, it's too early in the game. But you know, you, Alice, and I,
We're destined to meet each other.
Begin our very first Great Escape planning session. Yay!
Jeez, what is the point of having this meeting?
Huh?
I mean, we've already planned our escape.
That is correct. All there is to do now is break down that iron grate.
Yeah, but still.
It's not like anyone's listening to you anyway.
Huh?
If you really want something to talk about, then how about we discuss who is and isn't coming with us? That's kind of important.
Listen up! Everyone is joining us in our great escape. Right, Miss Volra?
Yep, I'm getting the heck out of here. After all, where my darling Hardy goes, I go too.
Okay. Oh! Rune!
I would like to break out as well. I've always wanted to visit the underwater city of Estia.
An underwater city? I've never heard of a place like that before. Good, everyone's going.
Not me. I will be staying here.
Huh? But, Tanya...
Well, we still haven't reached a decision yet.
Why not? Didn't you say you were brought here against your will? And when you said they'll never let us out, you look so sad.
Well, yes, that's true. However, even if I were to leave, I'd have nowhere to go.
But you're home.
Yeah, I know. But I can't go back. If I did, I would only be a burden on my mother and father. My parents live in a very small village. Everyone has always found comfort in being surrounded by people who are normal, like them. That's how it is there. That's why they don't really have any room for someone like me.
Yeah, our situation isn't that much different. We come from a family where appearances mean everything. If we tried to go back home, our parents wouldn't exactly welcome us with open arms.
Really, are you kidding me? Is that all this is about?
Huh?
So, Tanya and Mimi and Meme, you want to live with your families, right? Because, well, it's your dream, isn't it? If that's the case, I think you should make it come true no matter what. If you can't live in your old home, go out and find a new one. But, if you can't find a new place, then try making one yourself. I mean, isn't that how dreams work? What's wrong, Tanya?
I can't.
But you can do it. You just need to have a plan.
That's not what I meant.
Oh.
You're too much. You're too much for me.
Wait, Tanya!
In the battlefield environment, respect is a peculiar beast. There is respect for your superior officers, for your subordinates, for your comrades, for your enemy, and for your surroundings. The different forms of respect are interlinked, creating a unique atmosphere.
She said I'm too much for her.
She certainly did. Well, don't sweat it. We'll just leave without her.
Huh?
Well, what you said was absolutely right, But most people in the world can't do what you described.
Regardless, we'll be cutting through that grate and getting out of here once and for all. And if you want Tanya and the others to come, you'll have to convince them before we leave. She doesn't have nearly as much common sense as I expected her to have.
Well, that's not really her fault. It's only been half a month since she stepped outside of her village and into the real world.
She's almost too naive for her own good. However, that might be precisely what makes her useful. You know what I'm saying?
I sure hope so.
Tanya? About what we were discussing earlier.
You mean about dreams?
Right.
I think that you have a dream because you have people to return to, You remember how you told me about Mr. Yuri? You said that you traveled together and that he must be worried about you, right?
Yes. I was also traveling with Miss Scar and Celica.
You see, if you got out, those people would be there waiting for you. But that wouldn't be the case for me. I have been blind since I was born. Darkness was all I ever knew, so I never really thought anything of it. Not until...
The poor little thing.
Yes, it's simply awful.
I was devastated when I found out how my parents felt. I prayed that I would be able to see. When my wish came true, I obtained the ability to hear objects as sounds. Spirit vision. Although my parents were happy beyond belief, the villagers were angry and fearful. I came here to avoid causing further trouble for my parents. You can't imagine what it was like.
You're right. In my case, the villagers were a lot different. My mother was quirky, even for a gravekeeper. She always had a dream. Her dream was to create a place like heaven where the deceased could live peacefully. But Mama died. She died when I was just 5 years old. The villagers raised me to believe that they were all still alive. But then one day, my father appeared and everything changed. In the end, I did my job as a gravekeeper and laid all the villagers and my father to rest. But now I have Mr. Yuri and Miss Scar and Celica too. So, that's why. I'm sure things will work out for you too, Tanya. That's what I think, anyway.
You're strong, I really mean it. I'm sorry, really. But your shine is just too bright for me.
So then everything is good to go?
I say we make a run for it right now.
How romantic! The two of us will finally be able to elope!
Save it for the honeymoon.
Well, it's not like we're leaving right this second or anything.
True, but I'd like to make our escape tonight.
Yeah. We'll slip out while Makita and the others are sleeping. And when the guards are spread the thinnest. Got it?
3 a.m., okay?
Mm-hmm.
We're coming with you! Mimi, Meme! And Momo would like to come too.
Right.
Looks like we're down to Tanya.
Oh. Just one day. Could you please just wait one more day?
Yeah, when Tanya makes up her mind, it's not very often that she changes it back.
Are you confident you can convince her? What's the big deal? We can wait another day.
If at all possible, wouldn't it be nice for everyone in Class Q to leave at the same time?
Very well. Tomorrow it is.
Tanya? Tanya, please give me another chance to talk to you. Tanya. Tomorrow, we're heading out at 3 a.m.
Hey, we don't have enough plates over here. Are you serious?
Oh, man, look at that. Isn't one of the words on our poster spelled wrong?
Yeah, you're right. Who the heck wrote that?
Yeah, I sort of forgot to ask for a receipt. What do you want me to do? Pay for it yourself.
Oh, yeah. Can someone take down the curtains, please?
Sorry. Did I wake you up, Alice?
So what do you want? You here to confess your love to me?
Huh? What would I do that for? You know, I'm starting to question what it is I want to do. My dream has been to save the world. But until about half a month ago, my world was just a small village and nothing more. When I left that village, I decided that I wanted to save the entire world, the real world. But in Ordis, I was told what I'm trying to accomplish might not equal salvation. And now, I can't even save my own friend. I don't really know what to do anymore. I mean, can someone like me really save the world?
Who knows? We happen to be trying to save the world ourselves.
Huh? You mean it? You two have the same goal as me?
Yeah, well, almost, but not exactly.
Huh?
Alice is trying to save the world by destroying it.
Destroying it? I don't quite follow.
Well, first and foremost, are you aware that there's two different worlds?
Two?
Guess I should start from the beginning. You could describe the first world, our world, as the world that is as it is. This world can exist with or without any observers.
What does that mean?
It means that even if mankind is wiped out, the universe will still go on. Plants and animals will flourish, and life will go on in other ways. The wind will blow, and the water will flow.
I suppose.
That is the first world. With or without any of us, it will just keep on spinning like always. On the other hand, we have the second world. It's the one viewed by the observers.
Hang on. What do you mean? Who are you calling observers?
Humans! The people who live on the Earth!
Like you and me. We simply can't see the world as it truly is. That world that we see is nothing more than a translation skewed by the human mind. Basically, it is all subjective.
So does that mean that each and every person sees a different world? Something unique to them?
Yep, that's right.
That's what I understand. To the average person, their image of the world is rather close-minded and narrow. It's just their point of view.
So in Tanya's case, it's her parents.
Probably.
In my case, the world is nothing more than an extremely small community. And only by destroying it can it ultimately be saved.
is that? How will destroying the world save it?
Well, let's just say you'll find out soon enough.
When the village fell apart, my mother's dream went with it. What about my dream? I am unable to find an answer, but time continues to flow forward. It flows quietly, but undeniably never stopping to rest. It moves on with unrelenting prowess.
It's time. Let's go.
We knew that Tanya wouldn't come. Don't hold it against her, you guys. This is what she wanted.
I'm sorry. I'm going to stay here. Even though I'm not coming now, I'm not staying for good. Once I convince Tanya, I swear we'll be right behind you.
Sounds like you're trying to do the impossible.
So what if I am? I can't just leave Tanya behind and...
You would stay for me? I can't have that. That's why. I'll just have to go with you.
Oh, Tanya! Tanya!
Moonbows are known for their ability to encourage lonely travelers.
Yeah.
Freedom is waiting for us just on the surface.
That's right.
Okay, let's go.
Yeah.
Do you ingrates really think you have what it takes to survive in the outside world? Leave and you'll be eaten alive. Final warning. Return now and all will be forgiven.
What do you think? There's your answer.
Fine then. Such naughty children. Good night. Buzzer beater. The power to hit one's target with absolute accuracy. Best of luck, children.
I'm here!
It's 318 degrees, which is 3 degrees north by northwest. She isn't a single millimeter off this time.
Mr. Yuri, Celica says Miss Scar is straight ahead.
Let's go! Let's go!
Okay, we're off.
Yahoo! Head over the middle!
To my dearest friends, Princess Ula and Kiriko. Continuing from where my last letter left off yesterday, this will be part 4 of our status update. So, after everyone from Class Q escaped Gorin Academy, we were successfully able to reunite Tanya with her parents. And believe it or not, all my classmates are going to be staying with Tanya and her family for a little while. Everyone said that when the time is right, they'll set out on their own to fulfill their dreams. And now, here we are, back on our journey, and racing towards somewhere new. Currently, we are searching for Miss Scar, who suddenly vanished from Goron Village without a trace. Our navigator for the journey is Celica! And well, so far, so good. Anyway, since Celica was able to draw Miss Scar to her in Ordis, I'm confident that she can lead us to her now.
Hey, I know it's a bit late to be bringing this up, but are we really doing what's in Scar's best interest by tracking her down like this?
Where did that come from all of a sudden?
Well, isn't Scar actually a gravekeeper? Gravekeepers are supposed to travel on their own, seeking out the deceased and putting them to rest. If you think about it, doesn't that mean that Scar merely resumed her natural calling?
That could be the case, I guess. But I want to find out for myself. I want to hear the reason from Miss Scar personally. And to be honest, I want to see Miss Scar. I don't like the idea I'll never see her again. You know?
Agreed. Truthfully, I should have been there for her. After you were kidnapped by Gorin, Scar became terribly unstable. She'd go from constantly holding Celica to ignoring her completely. And there were times she'd go from staring off into space to suddenly trembling with fear. Even though I could sense that something was off, I didn't do a single thing about it. It's my fault!
Yeah, we know. Northwest plus an additional 3 degrees north.
It doesn't seem like Miss Scar's here, does it?
Sure doesn't.
No, sure doesn't. Quit freaking out. It's not like it's a big deal.
Oh, wait just a darn minute. I'm not finished with you yet.
Are you still talking? I said it's not a big deal, so what's the problem?
But it's your birthday. It should be a happy birthday. You only get to celebrate it once a year.
That may be true, but I don't have time for that sort of nonsense. I am going to save the world. And I'm willing to do whatever it takes. So who cares about some stupid birthday? I said...
Please don't say that. You shouldn't say that it's stupid. You shouldn't just remove things like that from your life. Birthdays are meant to be celebrated with others. Alice, how old are you now?
16.
Well, Alice, I hope your 16th birthday was a very happy one. Now, let's celebrate! Mr. Yuri, do you know how to bake a cake?
You bet.
Awesome! Then please do. All right, let's dig in.
No, wait. We've got one more thing to do.
Huh?
Go on, blow your candle.
Don't forget to make a wish, okay? This is so good!
Knock it off. This is really weird. Don't go through there.
That old man fills the father role surprisingly well.
Well, that's because he used to be one. Mr. Yuri has lost both his wife and his daughter.
I see.
Everyone can change, huh? Both people and gravekeepers. The world really is an amazing place. It's far more complex than I had ever imagined. What's so funny?
Nothing. I just find you amusing. I've seen many places and met many people, but I've never run across someone quite like you.
What's that supposed to mean?
I don't mean it in a bad way.
Wait a minute, that didn't answer
I
my...
once said thank you.
Huh?
For my birthday party. Thank you.
Ridiculously rocky, but I can hardly see a thing.
This fog is really something.
If by something You mean ominous.
She says to quit griping and keep driving.
What are you doing, Mr. Yuri?
What's going on up there?
Where on earth are we?
I don't know, but let's get back in the van. If we were to get split up in this fog, I don't think we'd ever find each other again.
Oh, Mr. Yuri? The sound.
It's completely quiet.
Ai, are you okay?
Yeah. Oh my gosh. What were those? Lightning bolts?
No, something else. Gravekeepers.
Pleasure to meet you.
Take care. Take care. Take care.
Wait, did we stumble into Story Circle? It can't be.
It's where the Gravekeepers are born.
They all looked exactly the same.
That's how it is sometimes, with a lot of Gravekeepers. Groups of identical Gravekeepers have been seen in the hundreds, with some groups reaching even into the thousands.
There are even different families such as Bezel and Dinio. That's how researchers name and classify Gravekeepers of the same type. By group and region. But there's also a lot of Gravekeepers who don't appear to have duplicates. Hana definitely belonged to that category.
I don't know. There's something not quite right about this place.
Do you think Miss Scar wanted to return to the place she was born?
Well, I suppose so.
This is something new. I've never seen her throw a fit like that.
So, how do we ask Celica if Scar is somewhere nearby?
Hey! You sure you want to go in after her?
So does that mean Story Circle continues down this entire road?
I'm gonna pull back.
Huh? But why?
This place gives off bad vibes.
You can't. We've already come all this way together. Why are you suddenly...
Didn't you know by now? I come and go as I please.
What'd you do that for?
Oh, what's wrong, I? Don't tell me that hurt.
Don't worry about her. Let's keep going. This is bad. I'm having a hell of a time seeing anything.
I think we should be pretty close by now. You want to keep going?
Yeah.
All right then. Let's proceed carefully.
Mr. Yuri? Hey, Alice! Celica! There you are, Mr. Yuri! Hey! Huh? Papa? Is it really you?
Please wait.
Where are you two going? No! Don't leave! Mama! Papa destroyed your precious dream! What are you doing? Tell me what to do! What am I supposed to do? I don't know what to do anymore!
Thank you, I. But just because this is Mama's dream doesn't mean it has to be yours.
Remember this. The only thing that will keep you alive is wanting to live.
That was not necessary. I am a gravekeeper, and this is where I was born.
You know, Miss Scar, if you really want things to go back to the way they were before and be a gravekeeper, I can't, well, I don't really have the right to stop you. But still, Mr. Yuri?
Scar! But what about Celica? Are you okay with just leaving her here like this?
Stay away from me! Don't bring that child near me! When I'm with that baby,
Scar!
No, I'm a gravekeeper! As a gravekeeper, it's my duty to help the living lead wonderful lives! I must do my duty!
Watch out! Scar, gravekeepers don't cry.
Celica.
Scar, from now on, I will protect you. So pull yourself together and come with me.
Okay.
Smooth move, old man.
Is he proposing to her?
Hey, quiet down over there. And whether you like it or not, I'm gonna protect you kids too. So just deal with it. Wow.
Mr. Yuri, that was cool.
What a lady killer.
Yeah.
It wasn't...
Desolate. Even as I am now, that much is clear.
Hey, Alice, where is class 3-4?
This way. Make sure to follow the exact path I take. Just hurry up.
What's this?
This is Class 3-4. However, it is not Class 3-4.
What's that thing?
All I really know is that it's some sort of barrier. Class 3-4 is trapped on the other side.
Can't we just get in through that hole over there?
No. This is the only way in.
Is that right?
You don't seem too surprised.
That's because I've seen a lot of strange things.
I should have known.
Is it dangerous on the other side?
Not at all.
But what's the catch?
With the exception of myself and those from Class 3-4, anyone who goes inside will not be able to leave. At least not until everything has been completely resolved.
No wonder you waited so long to bring that up.
You're free to change your mind.
Huh? Even though my dream is to save this world of ours, I don't really know how to do it, or where I should even try to begin exactly. But there's a world on the other side of this barrier, right? A world you want to save.
Yes.
Then I'll start here. Alice, I promise that I will help you save this world, okay?
Thanks a lot. And what about you two?
If I says she's going, then the two of us are going as well.
Right.
What is it?
Nothing.
You two sure are close.
Show some respect for your elders.
All right then, it would seem that everyone's in agreement. Let's go.
did you get back?
Just now.
Are those friends of yours?
You could say that.
Why don't you come by and chat for a bit?
Sorry, I've got to show them to my house.
Alrighty. Some other time then?
Okay.
It's up ahead.
Took you long enough.
Huh? Wait, is that you, Dee? What are you doing here?
What do you mean, what am I doing here? Come on, didn't you know I'm a member of class 3-4? Wow, it's true! Tanya and the others were right about you.
Please let go.
Tell me, why do you suddenly now have a physical body?
Huh? You know, I'm not really sure myself. This is just the way it is. For tonight's dinner, we'll be having stew and bread, courtesy of moi. And I brought you some nice warm winter clothes.
Thanks, you guys. I really appreciate it.
Uh-huh. Well, if it weren't for me, you'd forget all about it. I know how you are, mister. Besides, I'm used to covering for you.
Yeah.
One yeah, it was funny.
Excuse me.
Well, I'm off. Bye. I'll see you at school tomorrow.
School? Can you tell me something? So, why isn't Dee a ghost in this world? And why in the heck is it winter out there?
The calendar is from 14 years ago, and so is the date on this newspaper. What exactly is going on here, Alice?
I can't tell you.
Wait, you need to tell us something.
Sorry. It's just, I'm trying not to skew your judgment. Tell me, you, I, and Scar, what are your thoughts so far? How do you perceive things? I want to start by hearing what you have to say. Then I'll tell you everything I know.
I did it! I did it! I did it.
Alice? Where did you go?
Hold on, Dee! Dee? Dee! Dee, where are you?
Alice? What's happening? What's going on? Alice!
Dee!
I'm Aston. It is a pleasure to meet you.
Where are you from? How old are you
It's a
anyway?
nice day.
You have such pretty hair.
Thank you.
Oh, aren't you living with Alice?
Is this a good idea? A baby's going to stand out. They aren't supposed to exist in this day and age.
But We're going to be living in this town from now on. It wouldn't be fair of me to confine her to the inside of the house for a reason like that.
You're right.
It's quiet here. I don't sense even a single deceased. It feels oddly comforting. Up until recently, I imagined that I would have gone into a panic if there was no one for me to bury. But now I feel very much at ease. I have Celica, and I have and you, Yuri, to thank for this.
It's nothing.
What club are you gonna join?
Oh, I haven't really thought about it yet.
Well, how about you join the club I'm in?
Huh? So what club might that be?
The Culinary Club.
Culinary Club?
Cooking! We bake things like cookies, biscuits, muffins, and cakes.
I can't believe something that wonderful exists!
I know, right? Come on, let's head to the club room.
What? Sorry, but I'm afraid I can't go today.
Why not?
Well, since we just got moved in here, I've got to help get things sorted around the house.
I see. Guess I can't argue with that. But you've got to join as soon as you're settled in.
Okay. Well, actually,
Taking care of something for Alice, right?
Huh?
I'm sure Alice will tell you all sorts of things, but this is a nice place to stay. I'm sure you'll grow to like it too, You'll want to stay here forever.
For something with all their might. They created this fake world, this cheap imitation of our town.
So this world was created 14 years ago.
To be more specific, it was created 14 years ago on July 28th. Since the day it was made, this world has been trapped in a 1-year continuous time loop, and it never ends. When a new July 28th comes around, everyone and everything inside this world is reset.
So then you're stuck repeating the same year over and over?
Right. To be precise, this loop falls a bit shy of a full year. That's why the seasons here don't match the seasons in the outside world.
The calendar, the newspaper, and the haze around the town. Now I get it. I guess that explains it.
If you wanted to compare this world to something, it is a cage made out of humans. Those of Class 3-4 are both cage and captives who have trapped themselves in their own wish. No one knows why we did this to ourselves. We simply don't remember. In fact, aside from Dee and I, none of them are even aware of the loop.
But if this is what they wish for, why don't they remember?
I'm not sure, but I imagine that forgetting was part of the wish itself.
This will be tricky.
After going through the loop for a second time, I just happened to notice that something strange was going on in this world. Back then, the students of Class 3-4 were the only ones who existed in this world. I looked in every place I could think of for an escape from this prison. After a long period of getting nowhere, Dee and I finally found a way out.
So is that when Dee changed?
Yeah. We discovered she loses her physical body when she leaves this world. I don't really know why. Ever since that day, I've been searching for a way to free the students of Class 3-4. I've tried to alter this wish-born world by bringing in people and objects from the outside. I've come to understand several things. Certain people, such as the deceased or those with special powers, cannot pass through the barrier. That's why everyone here is still amongst the living.
How many people have you brought here?
35,695 people, to be exact.
Huh?
Whenever I bring in someone who was not originally meant to be here, the world becomes unstable. However, it quickly repairs itself. When the loops restart, the world adjusts to include those from the outside world. It's always the same. I've done this over and over again.
Instead of doing that, why don't you find a way to directly influence the students of Class 3-4?
Yeah, I've tried that. But it was meaningless.
So I guess you're really a lot older than you look, aren't you, Alice?
Yeah.
Then that means you've been 15 for the past 14 years, right?
Well, I'm 16 right now. Remember my birthday?
Yeah.
It's the same for the others too. But this can't be it, you know? I want to turn 17 someday.
While attending school as a member of Class 3-4, Aston has continued her hunt for the truth. She is searching for what caused this world to enter a repeating loop 14 years ago, on July 28th, the day before the school festival. What happened on that day? What did everyone in Class 3-4 wish for with all their might?
This world resets itself roughly once every year. Any materials dated past July 28th should not exist here. However, before I was reset, my past self should have been leaving some sort of clues from the outside world. Or so I think.
That's right. You've brought in clues on numerous occasions. And that is why it's such a pity that I've destroyed every single one. So far, 35,695 people have failed. I, the 35,696th person, is bound to fail as well. They'll never find their way out of here, back to the outside world. And so, 1 month passed, and I turned 13.
Have yourself a happy birthday, I.
Thank you. I love
Hey, look. I thought that it looked pretty beat up, so I asked Scar if she would sneak it in here for me.
Thank you so much. Oh, but I never even noticed it was missing. I had no idea it was gone. I used to feel uneasy if it wasn't constantly in my hand.
Is that right?
Alice, there isn't a single deceased person here, is there? Sometimes I feel as though I might start forgetting that I'm supposed to be a gravekeeper.
Don't forget, no matter where you go, you're still you.
You're right. I just need to hurry and find a way to save this world, so that you can finally get the chance to turn 17, Alice. I've decided that this is my wish.
Your wish? No. Please don't make that your wish.
Huh?
I believe that wishes should not be granted. If you really think about it, wishes are great because they don't come true. We work hard because they don't. We constantly push ourselves forward precisely because they don't come true. Once they do, then what else is left? So what is out there to keep driving us forward? That's why your wish shouldn't be to rescue Class 3-4. Think of it as more of a checkpoint or something, okay?
But even if it wasn't your wish, Alice, haven't you wanted to free Class 3-4 from this place for over a decade now? You can still do that.
Yes.
Do you think you could tell me now what you meant when you said Dee is our enemy?
She's like a different person. People may call her a witch now, but she was originally a timid girl who was quick to cry. She was just your average little girl. When I found a way out of this world, she just so happened to be with me. She even lent me a hand for a while. However, somewhere along the way, she started saying, for whatever reason, it'd be for the best if Class 3-4 remained in this enclosed world forever.
Why'd she say that?
I'm not sure. All I can tell you is that both Dee and I have changed during these past 14 years.
I hate the outside world. There is no need to go back.
One time, I even killed my classmates. I killed them with my own 2 hands.
But you knew they'd just get reset.
So what if I knew about it? I still murdered them. And after I did that, I think I probably crossed some sort of line that humans aren't supposed to cross.
That's not true at all. Alice, you're still...
I'm sorry. This isn't the sort of thing you talk about on your birthday. Congratulations, I. No matter where you go in life, or what happens, please continue to be yourself.
I will.
So, how's it going? Have you managed to find any clues about this place yet?
This world is a little bit difficult to pin down.
I know what you mean. I feel like it'll sweep me away if I let my guard down. This place is way too comfortable. If we're still here when July 28th comes around again, we're bound to be caught up in the loop and reset with the rest of the world.
I know that.
If there's anything I can do to help, let me know.
Quiet! Pipe down! We're going to decide this by vote. Now, who wants to do a play? Okay, who wants a refreshment stand?
difference between you and the 35,695 people before you is that you were able to infiltrate Class 3-4. In the usual loop, the vote is tied 9-9. The class bickers before eventually deciding on a play. But your presence here has changed that. Right now, this world is desperately trying to restore the balance. For a brief period, it will fluctuate as it deals with the things that were not originally a part of this world.
At the Ostia School for Boys and Girls, one of the students passed away, and 17 students went missing. On July 28th, it's dated 14 years ago. The name of the student who died.
So, he had something there too? And here I thought I'd destroyed everyone.
That means it was you. That's why you don't have a body outside.
That's right. Wow, I never actually thought anyone would be able to figure that out. The first time I crossed over into the outside world, I couldn't figure out why I didn't have a body, and why Alice did. It went right over my head. I cluelessly traveled alongside Alice. I helped him search for a way to bring Class 3-4 back to normal. That's when my memories came rushing back to me. I remembered everything that happened on July 28th.
Oh, man, look at that. Isn't one of the words on our poster spelled wrong?
You're right. Who the heck wrote that?
Yeah, I sort of forgot to ask for a receipt. What do you want me to do?
Pay for it yourself.
It was 14 years ago. While helping set up our refreshment stand, I failed to notice that one of the windows was open. I fell and died. When I died, everyone in Class 3-4 wished as hard as they could. They were scared. They wanted to pretend it never happened. They wanted their everyday lives they enjoyed to continue forever and ever. And that is how this world was created.
And that is why I'm still here, even though I've already died.
You don't have to say anymore. I understand now. If we destroy this world, then you'll disappear with it, won't you, Dee? That's why.
Do you remember at Goron Academy? When Alice and I told you about how we're trying to save the world by destroying it?
I do.
You know the deal now, right? Alice is trying to destroy this world in order to save everyone here. But if it will help me save this world, I have no problem destroying the outside world instead. That's why I became a whisper. So I whisper, and I keep whispering. Destroy it, fade away, fall into ruin.
That's horrible.
If the world beyond the glass is gone, the fly won't get hurt. It's really for Alice's own good, you know. I can tell. Because I've been watching him this entire time.
What do you mean?
Before this world came to be, I can't say I ever really got the chance to talk to Alice all that much. Alice was the type of guy who cared for others like they were his own. He loved basketball, even though he wasn't very good at it. He was only a bench warmer, but he practiced more than anyone else. Just seeing Alice's smile made me feel like the luckiest girl on earth. You don't even know what it's like, do you? To feel that way?
I'm afraid that I don't. But I do know the smile you're talking about. You really are in love with Alice, aren't you, Dee?
No! I mean...
You know, I don't think it's right to give up like that. So then I guess somehow, one way or another, we're gonna have to break something in this world in order to save Class 3-4. But when we save them, we'll make sure that you can still be with everyone, Dee. I think there's definitely a way to work this out. I decided to save the world that God abandoned, but I feel like my dream gets more uncertain each day. However, what I am certain of is that if Alice has a world that he wants to save, I want to save it with him. So you see, I want to save you as well, Dee. I'll find a way no matter what. Oh, you know what? I could ask Alice for advice.
Don't tell Alice. Alice doesn't know. He doesn't know that I'm dead. Or that I'm the reason behind the loop. I am sure that even if he knew I'd disappear, Alice would still save everyone. It's just the kind of person he is. But you see, that's the same thing as Alice saying he doesn't need me. I'm scared. I'm so scared of that fact. You see, I know there's no way I'll ever be Alice's special someone. It won't happen. I can't, because my hands are already stained with Alice's blood. You see, at that time, his search for destroying this world just kept getting more and more desperate. It just seemed like he was so miserable. I couldn't help but think he'd be better off if I reset him so he'd forget everything. Because of that, I can never become the person that Alice really needs. I just have to be happy to be in the same world as he is. Even if we don't talk and I have to watch him from afar. As long as I can be in Alice's world, I don't care. I never said whether she would help me. But she didn't tell Alice anything either. The day Alice gained his ability, the buzzer beater, he lost his ability to ever be normal again. Regardless of whether he's in the loop or in the outside world.
Basketball is fun because you can aim and still miss. It's pointless for someone who can hit exactly where he aims to continue playing. In exchange for my wish being granted, looks like I ended up losing what mattered to me the most.
I'm the only one capable of accepting Alice the way he is now. The way he is now, Alice still needs me. At least, that's what I thought. Oh!
Come on!
What is this? Is this?
Say, Alice, what if, hypothetically, what if the only way to free Class 3-4 was to sacrifice someone? Would you do it?
In a heartbeat. If it finally frees Class 3-4 from this curse, I'd do whatever it takes.
Really? I've known ever since that day.
There you go. Go and live a long and happy life.
Good morning, I.
Dee.
I've made up my mind. I'm going to tell Alice everything. I'm going to tell him the true reason for the loop, and also the fact that I am dead. I've been thinking a lot since our chat, and I decided it's time. Thanks a lot, I, for keeping things quiet so long.
But wait, what about you, Dee?
I'll be fine. I'm going to go meet Alice right now. I told him I have something important to tell him. Do you think you could do just one thing for me?
Sure.
I want you to be there too.
Well, all right.
When I tell Alice the truth, I want you there by my side.
Okay.
Back behind the school, there's a basketball court. Please wait there. I'll be there in just a minute.
What? She asked you to come too?
She did.
I wonder what she wants to tell us. I've noticed she's been bothered by something lately. I told her to stop holding out on me, but she can be tight-lipped when she wants.
She wants to tell you properly.
Do you know something? What is it? Does it have to do with the loop?
I can't say.
And why can't you?
Because, Please let Dee tell you herself.
Good morning, everyone.
Oh, hey, Dee. You sure are late.
Huh? Where's I and Alice? I thought they were with you. Huh? What's wrong?
Dee?
Mannheim. Hold still, please.
What's wrong with you?
Watch carefully.
Are you crazy?
Did I fall asleep or something? Huh? Hey, are you okay over there, Mill? What's gotten into everybody?
What the hell? What the hell is going on?
So, wasn't that weird? Wasn't it incomprehensible? Wasn't it bizarre? Don't worry, I can explain everything. But wait, you already know everything. You simply chose to forget. But it'll be okay. I'm going to help you remember.
What's taking her so long? Thanks for yesterday.
Huh?
For listening to what I had to say. You really are unique. I've never met anyone like you before. Jeez, I don't know what it is about you, but you get me to talking. Man, I really am pathetic. Why do I always get like this when I'm with you? Why is it only with you?
Would you please not say things like that? If you have something on your mind, you should share it with everyone. I'm certain they would listen.
You really are strange.
Well, guys, is it starting to come back to you? Not the best memory, is it? Rather tragic, yes?
It was that day. No, I remember that day. I remember it now. It was awful. We couldn't bring ourselves to accept what happened.
I couldn't believe what I'd seen.
Blood. There was so much blood.
It was everywhere.
No!
I didn't want to believe it.
I didn't want it. Want it to be real.
And then?
All of us made a wish.
That's when I made a wish on the setting sun.
As I looked down on the body, I wished it would all stop.
I wanted it to be a lie. I couldn't take it.
I pretended that it never happened.
I wished to return to the life I had been leading.
I wanted those days to continue forever and ever.
Aw, poor kids. If only you had wished for me to come back to life instead. That's right. Every one of you wished for eternity, didn't you? And you still do, don't you? But now you remember what happened. Don't you want to start over? Don't you want to forget? Forget that day ever happened.
Let's start over. From the beginning. What's going on?
It's Dee. She's trying. She wants the world to reset itself.
Alice?
She must have forced everyone in Class 3-4 to remember. The space can't handle the contradictions.
Look at that. Isn't one of the words on our poster spelled wrong?
You're right. Who the heck wrote that?
I forgot to ask for a receipt. What do you want me to do? Pay for it yourself.
I'm going to reset both this world and myself.
Scar! You alright?
Yuri. We're okay. Both of us are just fine.
The town is being consumed by that mist. Is this what he meant by a reset? Or something else?
I don't
know. This will be a first. For me, anyway. My past 14 years are going to vanish. I'm going to lose the time I spent with Alice, along with Alice's special smile that only I ever saw. But I'm going to start over. I'm going to fall just like I did back then. I'll die just like I did then. I'll be violently smashed into the ground, just like then. I'll break so horribly that I can't revive as a member of the deceased.
I think it's receding.
I finally figured it out. It wasn't Dee who died. It was you. Wasn't it, Alice?
Yeah, that's right. Back then, I tried to save Dee, but wound up falling instead. I fell and died. I'm sorry. It took me all this time to realize. The thought never even occurred to me. I had no idea you were under the misconception that you were the one who died. I'm really sorry. It must have been hard. You You didn't want to disappear. That's why you've been...
You're wrong. That's not why I did it. You're wrong. You're wrong.
Don't worry. You aren't going anywhere. So you can finally relax and return to the real world.
No! I can't do that! Not without you, Alice, I can't go! Reset! Huh? Come on, guys! Let's reset the world just one more time! Come on!
Please don't. Everything that's happened would be erased if you did that. I'd lose my memories of how I went to the outside world with you, how we traveled around, how we bickered, how we laughed. Everything. It would be gone forever. The past year I've spent with you guys, leading up to today, would also vanish. And I don't want that. Alright then, time for you guys to go to the outside world. Go outside and turn 17, turn 18 and 19, and become adults as you celebrate your birthdays every year. You deserve it. But even after you've grown up, remember, please don't forget. Please think of me, even if it's not very often. If you do that, I can stay with you forever. I'll always be with you.
But Alice, isn't there some other way? Isn't there some other way for you to come to the outside world with us? Alice!
It's no use, After all, this is just how Alice is. He's the type of guy who cares for others as though they were his own family. You see, even though he knows he'll disappear, he'll still choose saving everyone else over himself.
Thank you for everything, Dee. I'm glad that the one who made it outside with me back then, and the one who I spent all those years traveling with, was you. I'm glad it was you. Well, it's time for you guys to go. That will take you to the real world. Moo, you go first. Moo. Mannheim?
I won't forget about you. I swear.
Go on. Keep on going through.
ask you for one favor.
Anything.
A smile.
Bye.
Everyone, hurry! Please, remain calm. Pass through the same way you did when you came in.
This way. Hold it.
Is the town being reset?
No. The town itself is disintegrating.
Something must have happened.
Hey! Over here, hurry!
We need to get Celica somewhere safe. I'm sure Ai is gonna be okay.
Right.
Well, you should be going too. Remember at Goran Academy? How I told you about observers? You're the last. You're the last observer in this world. Once you leave, it all ends. This world will cease to be.
Alice, you're a cruel person, you know. You brought me to this world so that I'd help you disappear, didn't you?
I'm sorry, Ai.
That's cruel. That's not fair.
I know.
I don't get it. Don't you want to live with everyone, Alice? Don't you want to turn 17? You don't want to disappear all by yourself, do you? Well, Alice?
I can't go. My life ended 14 years ago. I have a gravestone in the world outside. And that is where my body was laid to rest by a gravekeeper like you.
But I want to save you. I want to save your world,